always love hip-hop. Keep it flowing like a river, so I drip drop. Verses and bars, we eating dinner with the stars. Excuse me while I float away, my brain is on Mars. Cause it's the Big Kids Podcast with Chris Williams. Sit back, relax, like your spliff, we in the building.
Yo, this is Chris Williams, and welcome back to the Big Kids Podcast. How's everybody doing? You know what? I've noticed I need to stop fucking laughing at myself. I may think I'm a little funnier than I actually fucking am, so we work on that. There we go. Oh, shit. Yeah, guys, I don't really got much to talk about this week. I took fucking absolute dog shit. Well, not even dog shit. Non-existent notes this week. But I did just get done mowing the lawn, weed whacking, picking up dog shit, you know, all the fun adult things. And, so I had a little bit of time to think. You guys ever do that? Like, sometimes when I need to think, I'll just, I won't even drive in the car with the fucking music or radio on. Sometimes you just got to take a little bit of inventory of what the hell's going on, what's coming up next, how I could plan ahead a little bit. So yeah, I got to do a little bit of that. I decided last month I paid all my bills, all the ones that I could pay, because of how the dates work and all that. But any bill that I could pay at the beginning of the month, I paid all them shits right at the beginning of the month last month. Because why the hell not? It's not like if I wait, I won't have to pay. So I'm trying to pay my shit early so I can sit back and see what I still got for the rest of the month. So, you know, I could do a little things. Motherfucker's about to be 30 next week, guys. So I'm gonna be fucking 30. Jesus. Time don't fuck around, man. It really don't. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. And this is when your parents try to tell you, you know, don't be in any rush to grow up. Enjoy not having to pay for food, rent, mortgage, water bill, electric bill. Enjoy not having to do that. But I think at the same time, you know, I didn't have to worry about shit growing up. But I think if I ever do have kids, I think they need to be a little more involved in how this bill situation works. Not even say they gotta pay it. You know, I'm not saying, oh, okay, yeah, you're going to go to school, play sports, and you're going to go do 20, 30 hours a week over at McDonald's. No. But, yo, we're going to sit down. Every month, I think we need to sit down and talk about how these bills get paid. This costs this much this month. This costs that much that month. I really do think kids need to be exposed to that. And I don't know if that's a normal thing, but I know I wasn't. You know, I didn't really have to worry about shit. I didn't have to worry about a goddamn thing. You know, both my parents fucking worked. They took care of me. I had a great support system in terms of uncles and grandmothers, great grandparents. You know, I got to have those people in my life. So, you know, when things were a little tight, I guess I didn't really notice. Maybe my dad had to deal with that, and the power just cut out. Wow, country living, power dead ass just cut out. I think we're good to go though. Still recording, right? I think we got enough battery. All right. Recording in the dark today, fellas. And ladies, whoever may be listening. Jesus. But yeah, so, you know, I very much appreciated the way that I was brought up in terms of not needing to worry about those things. But, you know, when you're an adult, you have no choice but to worry about those things. So I think, you know, being a little privy to, all right, motherfucker, you went over on the cell phone bill this much. This is how much this shit costs. This is what I got to do to make that money to pay this, just so you know. Just so you know, I had to bust my ass to pay this $400 cell phone bill when in my budget, I was planning on paying $250. You know, so, yeah, definitely got to keep fucking kids hip to that. What else is going on? Oh, while I was out there mowing and weed whacking and shit, I I saw that Joe Biden is forgiving between 10 and 20 grand in student loans. And then I got a alert from Fox News that said, what do you call it, handouts. Joe Biden's handouts. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, I ain't too proud to take a handout. Listen, if Fed Loan or whoever the hell is in charge of doing anything in regards to forgiving loans, if they called me today, said, "Yo, man, listen, we're forgiving $20,000 of your student loans. This means you have X amount left. Yo, listen, give us $3,000 and we'll call it even Stevens." I would do that. I would do that shit in a heartbeat. Because I really think that shit is fucking me up a little bit. My fucking credit score has like been pretty stagnant since I bought this house, and it's got to be them fucking student loans. So I gotta call them. I gotta see what's good. I've been working as a public servant for 6 years, man. Been through some highs, been through some lows. I could use a little student loan forgiveness. I could use a little student loan forgiveness shit. Oh man, listen, and the thing is, that's another thing about like not really knowing what the fuck's going on. Like, yo, but I went to college, and yeah, it was a great experience, and I'm glad that I went. I'm glad I have a degree. I'm glad I met the people that I met. But once you get out here into the real world, you realize that it's about the people that you know and the experience that you got. That college shit, come on, man. Come on, you got a whole bunch of people out here making hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. They don't got no college degree. These motherfuckers barely made it out of high school. So listen, man, I'm just going to put it this way. I'm not too proud to be like, thank you, Joe Biden. I wouldn't have been too proud. I would have given Donald Trump all the credit in the world if that motherfucker would have forgiven 20 grand of my student loans. I'd be like, shit, yeah, I don't like that motherfucker, but yo, he's a real one for that. He was a real one for that. That shit hooked my credit score the fuck up. Oh shit. I promise you. I fucking promise you. Oh man, what else? Oh yeah, guys, so I don't know how many of you are gonna fucking do this for me. But I'm just asking for a little bit of everybody's time. Whoever's listening to this, especially if you were a athlete, if you competed in something, I just want to know. I want to put together a little testimonial type of video of podcast episode where my listeners are telling me why they desired to compete, what they got out of competing, a story, maybe a situation, just why it's important to you to compete. And I just think that that's a relevant topic and something cool to put together to get voices from a wide variety of people. And with football season coming up, like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I'm very excited for football, so I'm getting kind of back into that football mode, getting hype again to watch something. And you know, I do the podcast, and I think it'd be something cool. So I'm gonna probably put together some sort of video for my story on Instagram asking people to do this, but I'm looking to do that. Like I said, 30-second clip, even if it's a longer. If you got a 5-minute story, fucking send it over. But I'm asking for you to send it in a means where I can either download the file or at the very least I'll be able to replay it. So, you know, Snapchat doesn't really work because I can only play that one time. And, you know, just send me audio file from your phone, or, you know, take a video on your phone. You can DM me at BigKidzPodcast. Send it to me. I know how to take that file and turn it into an audio file, so I'll be able to do that with it. But that would definitely be cool from you guys, whoever, football players, basketball players, softball, whoever may be listening, weightlifting, fucking what's my boy Will Carter do? CrossFit. I need to get him on, because he did some real fucking cool shit recently. They had this, I want to say, like, United States CrossFit tournament, and they came in 8th out of everybody in the fucking whole entire United States. His team did. So, and that was their first one. So I'm assuming, knowing Will, he's got his feet wet now, and he's gonna fucking place higher. I won't be surprised if next year he's 3rd or 4th, and then the year after that he's 1st, 2nd. I would not be surprised. So I definitely want to have Will on at some point. I'm still working on the Devin Shambo and Dante Coker episodes. I really want to release that fucking episode I shot with Shambo a couple weeks ago that fucking the audio fucked up. Maybe I'll start messing with that again, because I don't want to. It just sucks that we got to redo it, so it's going to kind of feel a little forced, like we're going to be talking about shit that we already talked about, kind of. And even if we are talking about different topics, it's that's why I don't like to have people on so quick, back to back. I like to have them on. I'll check you out in 4, 5, 6 months, maybe next year. Give it some time where something different and new is happening. But I definitely want to have him on. Whether it's fucking feels a little forced because me and him know we've done it before, or not, but because me and Shambo have great conversations that never even make it onto a podcast episode. So definitely got to get that. Dante's busy. He's always busy. He's always grinding. So, we're in no rush for that. He's always going to have some stories to tell us. He's always going to have some pointers. He's always going to have some advice for the young cats. So that's not really going anywhere. And, I'm in no serious rush, especially with his schedule. So we're definitely going to get him on. I got to work on a couple other things. I know I've been telling you guys about the Steven Jackson retrospective for fucking months now, and I have, like I said, I have the script up, I have everything fucking together. I really just need to sit down and fucking do it. And the reason the reason why I don't think that I could ever make this my only career. Well, I can't say that. I'm not getting paid shit to do it now, so I'm assuming if I got paid, I would definitely be ready to fucking get after it. But, I'm just fucking busy. Like, life is hectic, and it's hard to get on here even once a week, especially with work, It's not lockdown anymore. So I continue to try to be consistent and try to get things together for you guys. I just apologize that some weeks it's fucking, not as entertaining, not as informative as other weeks. But I'm trying. I'm going to stay fucking consistent, because there is a core listening base. There's people that tune in, even if it isn't every single week, they'll tune in 5 weeks from now and listen to fucking 8 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So there's people that are interested, there's people that are supporting me, and that alone is what makes me able to feel okay doing this and not feel like a fucking total loser. And I don't feel like a fucking loser anyway, because I'm not out here trying to make this my only thing. I'm not out here putting all my eggs in this basket, and if this didn't work out for me, then I'm fucked. No. Life is good. I'm off on a Wednesday. Why? Because I wanted to be off on a fucking Wednesday. I moved some shit around. I'll take care of some shit this weekend. But I'm off on a fucking Wednesday. I wanted to mow my lawn. My neighbor mowed his lawn the other day, so my shit was looking a little fucked up, because we kind of share the hill. We share the hill next to my house. Like, part of it's his, part of it's mine. So when he mows his shit, my shit be looking jacked up. So it was nice, fuck it. I don't know bullshit today. I'm just going to mow my lawn, and I'm going to hop on the podcast, and I'm going to talk some shit for a little bit, and then I don't know, I'm going to probably make something to eat. I have drumsticks, and I'm weird about fucking chicken, and I don't even know if I should do this or not, but I was thinking, why not put the drumsticks in the speedy marinade? But I'm fucking weird about chicken, and I'm real weird about drumsticks, but they were on sale, and you know the way that things are right now, you gotta get it where you can. I got a big ass pack of drumsticks. You gotta get it where you can. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that after this. I didn't buy the new Madden because I said I wasn't gonna buy it until it fucking goes on sale, and yet again, it makes sense, you know. So I told you guys last week I did the EA Play, whatever shit was like $5.50 or whatever. I'm like, all right, you know, I'll pay the $5.50 to try the game out. Now, this is last week. Now, within that time, I have only played it for 4.5 hours, and I can tell because it tells me how long I have left on the 10-hour trial. Now, 4.5 hours now is not really that long when you play Madden the way that I play Madden. Meaning, like, I'm doing a fantasy draft, first of all. Fantasy draft, right off rip's going to take me probably an hour, if not more, because I'm looking at everyone's shit. And the way that they got it, back in the day, you used to be able to look at someone's stats and then go back, and it would still stay on, like, defensive ends or outside or left outside linebackers, wherever you're at. But if you want to see the speed and then try to go back to filter the chart back to normal, it kicks you all the way back to the all positions fucking screen. They need to fix that. But anyway, so I do all that type of shit. So that's like an hour and some change. And then I'll move people into different positions. So I'll like take a left tackle, move him to right tackle, take a guard, move him to center, you know, take an outside linebacker that might be a D-end in a different scheme, put him at D-end, shit like that. Change their numbers. I don't really like to fuck with their stats or anything like that, because the way Madden has been in the past, it's not that difficult to get the players' stats, their attributes up to where you want them by just playing the fucking game and kind of like glitching and just get your 2,000 rushing yards, get your 20 sacks, and your guy will get to where he needs to be. I don't really agree with how you have to go about doing it, but I digress. So, anyway, we're talking 2 hours before I even start playing the game. So, I've played, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 actual games of Madden. And, guys, it's honestly, it's the same shit. It is the same shit. It has still a lot of the same fucking glitches, the same tackling animations. Everything is fucking the same. It's just, guys, give us a seasonal update. Charge us $10, $15 for the seasonal update. I would have nothing to say. I have something to say because you guys continue to act like you're giving us a AAA game. And for you guys who don't know what a AAA game is, AAA game is a category for the top of the line games. This was made by one of the big video game developers, not an indie game, not some little company that's trying to get on the scene. The big companies, the motherfuckers that are making billions of dollars every year, those companies are, when they release a game, it's considered a AAA game. Don't sell us this bullshit every single year and charge us $60 fucking dollars, $70, $100, $120 fucking dollars. Stop it. This shit ain't right. I get you guys are making money, but this shit ain't right. And I'm over here trying to like milk my time a little bit because while I don't want to buy the game, it's football season. I want to do a little something. I want to run these fucking fake scenarios through my head that you guys can't fucking put together for me in the game. Can I have a position battle? Can my second running back that has 750 rushing and receiving yards and 15 touchdowns, is there a way that he could possibly make the fucking Pro Bowl? Or no, he can't make the Pro Bowl because he has 750 rushing yards and only 7 rushing touchdowns. You know, I'm out there trying to get my Alvin Kamara on with my backup running back. You guys can't show me no love. It's just, there used to be just so much more to it. Can I create a stadium, create a fucking jersey? NBA 2K's got some whole other shit coming out with classic team, franchise mode, some shit. So say you could start with the fucking Seattle Supersonics in the late 2000s, early 2000s. I forget exactly what year they moved to Oklahoma City. But you could play with them up until the point where they're about to move to Oklahoma City, and then you could be like, nah, actually, I'm going to stay up here in Seattle. And then the whole franchise plays out from there. You know, they give you things to work with to make the game your own, to make it feel like you use these words like fantasy mode, fantasy draft. The point is so we can make this shit up ourselves. Maybe I want to use Squirtle from Pokemon as my logo. Why can't I do that in Madden? What's the fucking beef? Maybe I want to bring my team to Binghamton, New York. Why? I don't know, just because. But nah, I can only pick the fucking 8 cities. Each fucking city has 2 or 3 different logos you could change from, and that's that. And it's been the same fucking cities and the same logos for 10 plus years. Like, yo, come on. And you guys have the audacity to keep charging $60 just because you're giving us an updated roster. And again, you start getting in these comment sections about these Madden videos, and people take this shit very personal when you critique the game, when you have something negative to say about the game. And that's how I feel. I'm not saying you have to feel like that. I'm saying you should feel like that, because they're just taking advantage of us. And I get people don't like to fess up and claim that they got taken advantage of, but that's exactly what these guys are doing. It's the same game. Is it a little better? Did they do a little something here? Yeah, but now something else is messed up. You got like coaches' offices popping up in the middle of the screen when you're trying to run a play. Like he's calling you in to cut you. Like dead ass, a 50-yard line look like a coach's office just pop up on the screen. You still got these glitchy ass tackles where it just looks so terrible. It looks so dog shit on some of these. But that's what it's been. I don't get why they would do anything different at this point when we continue to give them our money. Especially at full price. Because listen, they're not stupid. They would definitely see if everyone was like, you know what, fuck that. I'll buy that shit when it comes on sale. They would notice that. EA would notice, listen, man, these motherfuckers said they ain't buying our shit at $60. They'll buy it at $29.99, but people aren't buying our shit at full price. They would know that. They would have to figure something out. Listen, when 2K was making the fucking games, one year they put it out for $20 and it fucked Madden all up. They had to drop their price that year. And then the following year, EA signed an exclusive contract with the NFL, which made it so 2K could no longer come out with NFL games. And that's where the competition got squashed. Go back to 2K or NFL Football 2K8 on YouTube. Go watch that. And yes, while the coat of paint might look shinier, tell me those mechanics in those games don't look better. Tell me that shit doesn't look better. The way that the players move, the way that the quarterback throws the ball, the way that tackles happen. Tell me that doesn't look better. NFL 2K8 football. Go to YouTube, look it up. Actually, I'm gonna put a little clip Nah, actually, I'll put it in the description because these motherfuckers be trying to mark your fucking account, take you off of YouTube. Let me see. Okay, I need that 2K clip. 2K football clip. Write that down so I don't forget. Alright, but I'm gonna throw that up. Maybe I'll put it in the YouTube video. What else? There was something else I did want to talk to you guys about. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't noticed, YouTube got that double ad bullshit going on. Not really too fucking happy about that. They make you watch 2 ads or skip through 2 ads before they fucking sorry guys, I'm looking for some shit on YouTube right now. What the hell? I swear I saved a clip I wanted to show you guys. I don't know where the fuck my other phone is that I use to keep shit for the podcast on. Because I'm a cheap fucker, and cheap phones only have 32 gigs of fucking space, and 32 gigs of space ain't doing shit for you. So you gotta make sure you keep your shit fucking like to the essentials. Oh shit. Alright, I don't fucking know. Alright, so be it. But yeah, guys, I don't really have nothing else to fucking talk about. Oh. I don't know if you guys saw UFC this past weekend, but Leon Edwards beat Kamaru Usman via knockout. Cold. And it was one of the fucking craziest things I've seen in the UFC. And I don't even think that's like recency bias. I'm talking about not like crazy in the sense that I've never seen someone get head kick KO'd and the other dude be knocked out. That shit happens all the time. It's the circumstances. It's the who he did it to. That shit honestly brought me back to fucking when Mark Coleman got knocked out. What the fuck? By Pete Williams. Yep. No, you can't. Come on, we share the same last name. I can't forget that. But that shit felt like when I was watching that. Now, I didn't watch it live. I went back during the early pandemic days, and I've been watching through all the UFC events. But that's what that head kick felt like. It felt like it should have never happened. It felt like the person he did it to, they were overmatched by that person, and that was pretty much the case for the fight. I think Leon won the first round. He was the first person to ever take down Kamaru and mount him, do some damage, threaten with a choke. It was round 1 was Leon, but then after that, I think the strength, I think more so than just the strength, because Leon looked fucking huge compared to or next to Kamaru. Like, he looked big. He's skinny, but he's not that fucking skinny, and the dude's fucking 2-3 inches taller than him. You can tell the difference in size. But I don't when I say strength, I don't think it was necessarily Kamaru was just stronger than him, because it's not like he was just fucking throwing him around. Like, he was getting the takedown, but he wasn't just ragdolling him up against the fence. There was a little give. Yeah, he was getting the better of it, but there was a little give. He was absolutely positively winning the fight. He was slowly but surely breaking him down, but it wasn't just like a went in there and just fucked him up. It wasn't one of those types of things. But I think the time that Kamaru has spent as the champ fighting in those longer fights and being comfortable there with the circumstances given, you know, Leon's been in 5-round fights. I'm not saying he doesn't, but he hasn't been in 5-round championship fights. I think that's different, and Kamaru's done it 6 times before. Or was it 7? Was it 7 times? Was this his 6th title defense? 7th title fight. 1 second. We are gonna pull that one up. That was not too hard to figure out. I want to say that was he had 6 title defenses. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the 6th title defense. Yeah, so he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 6 title fight wins. Okay, but still, that shit don't really happen much. 6 title fight wins. So he's been there, done that. He's comfortable. That's what he's been spending the last couple years doing. So I think that's what the fight looked more like. Like somebody that's just been here, done that. Like, yeah, you might be talented. Like, yeah, you might be a threat. But I've been here, I've done that. And I think Kamaru had a severe lapse in judgment. I think Kamaru had I think he was feeling himself. I think this was one of those I'm feeling myself moments. And I say that only because of how I've seen the rise of Kamaru Usman play out. Everyone used to say Kamaru was boring. You couldn't call him a bum. You couldn't say that he was trash, but everybody called Kamaru boring. Everybody. Don't say that you fucking didn't, because you did. Me personally, I liked him. This is one of the few times that I liked somebody because he was on the home team. Strictly because he was on the home team and he was humble as fuck. And he just went out there and he smothered people. I'm not going to say he mauled them. He smothered them. But as time has gone on, as he's done the whole Kobe thing twice, as he's done the whole Jorge thing twice, he's knocked some people out. The hands have absolutely gotten better. They have gotten better, but I still think his best punch is a simple jab. I think that is Kamaru's best punch is his jab. But he has gotten better. He has started knocking out people that have not been knocked out before. You know, Jorge was considered a great striker. A little older, a bit of a smaller 170-pounder, but he knocked him out. Nobody's knocked Kobe out. Kamaru broke his jaw. He put Gilbert down. I believe that was a jab he put him down with to knock his ass out. You know, so he was on a bit of a streak. I think he was really falling in love with his hands. And this is where the difference between somebody like John and Kamaru comes in. John will deal with those boos the last 90 seconds of a fight, the last 2.5 minutes of a fight, doing what he knows he has to do, which is play defense. Now, is that staying at a distance? Is that getting you down to the ground and controlling you and not letting you do anything and doing enough with elbows, drawing a little bit of blood, doing things like that to keep the referee from standing you guys up and dealing with a boo here and there and all? Yes. I felt like his hands were that good that he can go into the danger zone with Leon. There was a minute left in the fight. There was no reason to be doing anything in the center of the octagon. You should have had him pressed up against the fence. You should have had his ass on the ground. You gave him a chance to throw a Hail Mary. He threw it, and history is completely different now. Even if you were to come back and win and win the belt back, which I think he's absolutely 100% capable of, and I think there's a pretty good chance he does that, but you got to start the count all over. You know, you got to start that count all over again. And while absolutely you're a Hall of Famer, you also made Leon a Hall of Famer too. Leon's won, 11, 12 fights in a row, and he just beat who some people, I don't want to say rightfully so, because I don't believe rightfully so, but I think he's in the conversation of the greatest, plural, the greats of all time, and he got a dub over you. You made him a Hall of Famer too. And I think he deserves it. Leon's been through a lot of shit. Leon's dealt with a lot of shit. At one point, they tried to take him out of the rankings because he didn't want to take a fight on short notice. It was fucking mayhem. And Leon, honestly, he has that arrogant English tone going on, but he is honestly very fucking humble. He just keeps his head down and does his work. He doesn't really do that social media shit that much. He just goes to work, and I'm a fan of Leon, and I honestly hope that this loss gets Kamaru back to why I liked him in the first place, whether he was knocking people out or not. You know, I want him to get back to that. Stop walking around here like you're Nino Brown, bro. Stop walking around here, fucking nipples out, fucking doing little shimmies, and that's not you. I can tell it's not you because it looks like it hurts to do those things when you do them. It looks like it fucking hurts. It looks like I have no business doing this, but I feel like I need to. So get back to grinding. I know you don't need to hear this from me. I know you probably won't hear this from me, but for my audience, just get back to fucking grinding, man. Just be humble. Do what you do day in and day out. Don't do it for anybody but the people that you know you need to do it for. Plain and simple. And I honestly think that taking that L was probably the best thing that could have happened for his career, at least from a financial standpoint. That's going to be the biggest payday he's ever had. He's not getting a Conor McGregor fight. This is the next best thing. The UK, if they're not fucking going wild for this man Leon Edwards, there's a fucking problem there. There's a real problem there. The second champ in UK history. Come on. And he did it against somebody who is considered the greatest, one of the greatest to ever do it. Whether he did it with 50 seconds left or he did it with 15 minutes left, this is the game that they play. And that's why this is the greatest sport on the fucking world. And I've been saying this for years. There is no other sport in this whole entire world where you can make up being down by whatever's worth 28 points in a given sport. So 4 scores. 4 goals in hockey, 4 goals in soccer, 5 runs in baseball. 5 runs in baseball. Because you can get a grand slam, 4 fucking runs. Okay, so 5 runs in baseball. 28 points in football. You can't do any of that shit in one swoop. You can't do any of that shit in 5 seconds. You can do that in MMA. The dude was down 1 round to 3 on his way to being down 1 round to 4. 1 round to 4 rounds. And he flashed that left straight and threw that left kick. History's fucking changed forever. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't watch UFC, you need to watch it. If you don't watch MMA in general, because some of it's dog shit. Some of it is dog shit. Some of it is honestly not worth your time because there still needs to be a lot of weeding done. You know, I don't take it away from anybody. You know, they'd kick my ass, but I just, my time's precious. I don't really want to watch some of this shit. But there are ones. Khabib has a good fucking program. Jorge Masvidal has a pretty good program. Or company, whatever the hell, promotion. Bellator's pretty decent. One championship. I fucking love One Championship. I love One. I wish One Championship was on every fucking week. I would watch it every week. I would watch One Championship every week, just like I watch UFC every week. Just the mindset over there is different. These are people, a lot of them who have had rough lives, and this is how they really truly get out of it. I'm not talking about American problems. I'm talking about fucked up problems, not having fucking bathrooms and shit problems. That type of stuff. And not all of them, but a lot of them, man, and they're just hungry. They are hungry over there, and I don't know anybody's fucking name half the time. But I don't care. They be out there scrapping, whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's fucking kickboxing, whether it's just a grappling event. They're out there hungry, and I like how they do all these different types of fighting styles in one promotion. That is fucking cool, and I think they've found their own lane. And truly, honestly, fuck around. They just started that thing with Prime. Their first thing's gonna be Friday night at 8 p.m. Fuck around, they're gonna take over the number 2 spot. I don't think anyone ever takes over the UFC because it's just so entrenched at this point. Like, I think it's possible. It would take a couple billionaires ready to fucking do that. And even then, you would need people savvy like the UFC has. You know, they know how this business works. And but it's possible. I'm not saying it's not. But Bellator is not taking over the UFC. Bellator, I think they've gotten a little comfortable, a little complacent with their number 2 spot. Come on, you have like champions and former champions fighting people that nobody's fucking heard of. You know, like, no one wants to see that shit. Like, yeah, that's cool for you guys. Listen, I can live with or without it. You know, let me pull this shit up. Let's go to Bellator shit real quick. Patricio Pitbull's fighting and fucking AJ McKee are fighting. Who the fuck? Come on, man. Patricio's fighting Adam Borks, which is a pretty good fucking fight in terms of rankings. But AJ McKee's going up and he's fighting Carval. Who the fuck? Spark Carlisle. Spike Carlisle, my bad. 13-3. Listen, dude's 13-3. I'm assuming he's fucking good. But yo, man, build him up. You should be running the back with fucking Patricio, or you should be fucking having a number 1 contenders match at 145. Adam probably deserves it, but I don't even think. Where's Adam ranked here? And these guys really need to do better with their fucking apps. The worst app is PFL. Like, I don't understand that fucking app. That app don't tell you shit. Alright, I'm trying to find this shit. Oh, see, come on, man. They got the champ, and then it's in alphabetical order. Shit should be by ranking, man. I'm not even getting into all that right now. But come on, Bellator, put the fucking quote unquote money fights together. Put the shit on that people want to see. Put the shit on that Amazon Prime will want to pick you up about. Come on, Demetrius Johnson lost, but people still want to see Demetrius fight. And they sure as hell want to watch him fight the dude that beat him. What the fuck? Moraes was his name, right? Let me see. Marlon Moraes, yep. He fucked Demetrius up last time. See, and here we go. Let's look at this card. Again, I don't even be knowing any of these people, man, but I know they're gonna come out there fucking banging. Let's see what we got here. Mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, mixed martial arts, Muay Thai, mixed martial arts. Fucking love. And Muay Thai is just, it's strictly striking. It's a form of kickboxing. It's brutal though, man. It's fucking brutal and it's fun to watch. It's brutal and it's fun to watch. So yeah, guys, UFC's off this week. I know I don't really talk about UFC and all that much anymore, and it's really only because I'm terrible at fucking picks. So I just, like to get on here, maybe talk about my feelings about it here and there, but I don't want to give anybody no fucking picks. I did pick Leon. I did two parlays kind of to cover my ass, and neither really worked out. But the parlay that my initial one included Leon to win. I picked the 3 underdogs for the last 3 fights. So I picked Luke, I picked Jose Aldo, and then I picked then I picked Leon. So then, when the fights were approaching, I got fucking nervous, and I'm like, fuck, I need to do another one. So I did another one, but my initial, I went with all 3 underdogs, and the only one I got right was Leon Edwards, which wouldn't have won you shit. So that's why I don't even fucking come on here and make picks. I'm dog shit at making picks unless it's pretty obvious. Like when Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor number 2 and 3, those were fucking pretty obvious to me. Conor doesn't do this. Dustin is fucking top of the line. You know, when Conor does do this, it really doesn't go down like it used to. Like, it's not like he's losing fights. So I knew if DraftKings was a thing back then, I would have 1,000,000% put some fucking money on that, and I would have felt pretty confident. But besides that, nah, man, I'm just here for the fun. I'm just here to watch. I'm just here to observe and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about every once in a while. But yeah, guys, shit, we got fucking 45 minutes out of this damn near. All right, well, cool. So yeah, guys, that's this week's episode. I'm sorry I didn't come more prepared. I will be at least a little bit more prepared next week. This fucking last week just flew by on me, and things got a little fucky, but we got in, we got done, and I hope you guys had a good time, and I appreciate you. And you know, just fucking keep on keeping on, as Joe Dirt would say. But alright, guys, I'll catch you next week. Be safe, be easy, and wash your ass. I'm out of here. Peace.